Thank you very much. I don't know actually whether Congresswoman Sheilaجكسون or Congressman Bartlett was here first, but I'll go with gender. So, it's a pleasure to see you again and to welcome you. Congressman.
Congressman Bartlett is my dear friend, and I know he saw me going in and out, and I thank him for his courtesies. Senator, I thank you for your courtesies. I thank all of the panelists for their courtesies. And what I would say to you is, isn't this an exciting day and era and point in our lives when you have such distinguished public servants to my right and to your left, and the long list of members of the United States Congress who are coming here and saying, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. These are renowned members who have advocated in their own right for issues of justice. They are policy makers. They are former members of the Department of Justice, Solicitor Generals, Attorney Generals, Senators, spokespersons. This is a movement for justice. And I think it is enormously important. I have a number of notes here, but I'm going to really speak from the heart. First of all, let me congratulate the Foreign Affairs Committee for the unanimous amendment of my good friend Ted Poe that established a placeholder, a marker for the protection of Camp Ashraf, and as well the insistence of the United Nations being in place in Iraq to protect them for now and forever. That is an important policy statement. And it is your advocacy and leadership that has advocated consistently and with persistence. And how can you not? When you see the visuals of the massacre, how can you not fall to your knees? For some lay prostrate on the ground with the sheer violence and insensitivity. Right now I am seeing the visuals as I speak. And so we have to be able to convey that to the other thinkers and policymakers and members of Congress and other leaders who can be part of the solution. And I think it is important to extend a hand of friendship to all peoples in the world. But it is also important not to ignore the kind of disrespect for human dignity that the Iranian leadership has poisoned the world with, so much so that we live in fear of their potential nuclear capacity, and the interfering or the connection between the Iraqi government and Iran so that nothing they can do, not even make peace with their own people in Iraq. They can't even make peace because they're so overwhelmed and dominated by a foreign government that has no intent for good purposes. Let's call it like it is. Iran is interfering and running Iraq, and it is causing the violence that is happening as we speak. And that is why Camp Ashraf is in the condition that it is. We need a free Iraq that can address the people that are within their confines and be open for those freedom-loving people like the people in Camp Ashraf. It is very important. So I imagine the scholars that are to my right will lay out very thoughtful positions. I just came back from the European Union, and it'd be interesting for me to speak to a number of the persons on this panel because I think we have some work to do to be able to get a